Hello, we're looking at example 5 from lesson P3 in your pre-calculus part 1 book. This is found on page 33. This is talking about adding and subtracting radicals or combining radicals together that require simplification first. So if you look at A part here, example 5a, 7 squared to 3 plus a square root of 12. When you first look at that, the rule says that you can only add radicals when they are identical to each other. Like you could only add a radical 3 to a radical 3. However, this one, at first glance, you would not be able to do that. However, if we were to simplify the 12 here, 12 breaks down into 4 times 3. And then, of course, the square root of 4 ends up coming out as a 2. So all of the square root of 12 breaks down into 2 square roots of 3. Now that it is a square root of 3 and this is a square root of 3, then that you can combine those like they are like terms. So the 7 and the 2 here end up being 9 square roots of 3. And that's how you work those particular problems. Now let's look at example B. 4 times the square root of 50x minus 6 square roots of 32x. Again, at first glance, you wouldn't be able to combine these together. However, 50 we know breaks down into 25 times 2, and of course you have your x there. The 25, of course, is a perfect square number, so it comes out as a 5, joins the 4 that's already there to become 20 times the square root of 2x. Over here, if we break 32 down into 16 times 2, then the 16 comes out as a 4, and again the 6 and the 4 combine together to be the 24, leaving you with the 2x under the radical. Since both of these are 2x, then you can subtract these. So you would say 20 minus 24, which leaves you with negative 4 square roots of 2x. Okay, now let's do a couple of these got it problems here. If my pen will cooperate here. Again, 27 will break down into 9 times 3. Okay, the square root of 9, then you've already got your 5 out here. The square root of 9 becomes a 3, and you're left with that other 3 that stays under the radical. So this simplifies into 15 radical 3. 12 breaks down into 4 times 3. And again, if you take the square root of those, that becomes 2 square roots of 3. Now, notice we're adding those together. Since they're both square roots of 3, you can add those together and you simply end up with 17 square roots of 3. Okay, for that particular problem. Let's look at the other one. Again, 18 can be broken down into 9 times 2. So the square root of 9 comes out as a 3. It will join with this 6 that's already here to become 18 square roots of 2. And of course you still have the x that stays under there. 8 will break down into 4 times 2. And the square root of 4 is 2. The 2 will join with the 4. So that becomes 8. The other 2 stays under the radical, again, along with the x that was there. Now, again, these become like terms. They're both square roots of 2x. So 18 minus 18 minus 8 becomes 10 square roots of 2x. And that's how sometimes you have to simplify first in order for the terms to be alike so that they can be added and subtracted. Hope this was helpful.